One of the opulence consumer goods segment's exhibit events returns the 1 week in its mix of innovate, art and riches, crowned off in a strew of celeb star dust of mark ambassadors of Hollywood or kind of sports. It's Geneva's yearly look equitable, Switzerland's world promote oven production how is yet the nation's tertiary largest exporting country, following chemical substances and mechanism. The saloon world de la haute horlogerie, SIHH, is wherever manufacturers, this occasion is dominated by Richemont and its lot brands, and little craftsmen workshops screen their newest means to dealers, collectors and the general social. You win tea discover lot on Shaw at the Four Persons Day occasion house accessible in yours regional division keep. But you will discover watches of remarkable difficulty standing hundreds of thousands of pounds. The "Done in Switzerland" sticker is yet recognized as the sign of quality assurance in mechanic horology. It's wherever analog yet rules in a more digital year. The production gathers the 1 week following usually wholesome turnover in 2018, though clouds hover above the segment. Trouble on world trading, the growth of the smartwatch, and an production-wide reorganization go on to put a brake pedal on increase and invest. Though look shows themselves are change. SIHH and main rival Baselworld include coordinated to synchronize next dates in a bid to easy their contest for the eyes of the planet. The production necessary to changing following a especially gloomy 2016 and 2017 inflicted by a downturn in key markets, excess of watches, a crackdown on gifting, bribe, in China, and suppressed travel in several Europe cities due to terror. Fabien Lupo, chairman and operating CEO of the Fondation de la Haute Horlogerie, that organizes SIHH, says the production went via a meltdown time. But following a morbid reorganization and job losses, she says the trends are looking rather nice. Newest information of the Federation of the Switzerland Look Production, FH, shows how in the 11 months to the end of November the importance of supply was up 7.1% on the early time at Switzerland francs, pound, dollar. The largest marketplace, post-Kong, was up 21% and the following two greatest, the US and continent China, rose 8% and 14% accordingly. The growth in supply to the US comes following 3 years of serial declines. Which's more than world shipments in the key opulence look marketplace, deliberate to be whatever in a plant valve cost over 3,000 Switzerland francs, Swiss franc, are up 11%, times such in the submarine 500 francs mount are downward on 15%. On Friday, Cartier owner Richemont, the planet's other greatest opulence consumer goods team, located a 5% growth in quarter turnover, bolstered by dual-digit increase in China. Yet, on to analysts at invest banking Morgan Stanley, such a favorable title numbers contradict main challenges for big players love specimen team, that doesn't take part in SIHH, and Richemont. In a paper recent monthly, Morgan Stanley alerted of a destructive and play-changing few year as more than retailer turnover go on the internet. The analyst's estimation how down there is on Euro 16 BN, pound, cost of stockpile in tertiary party retailers world. Wholesalers include been stunned at the sum of discount on the internet, that not just torment efficiency but as well mark importance. Companies can buy behind the stock taking, but it is costly. In 2017 Richemont purchased behind Euro 200 meter of unsold watches, and ruined them so they would not be sold out at knockdown prices. Richemont, that as well owns the Vacheron Constantin and Huntsman LeCoultre look brands, outlined its buyback policy as an extraordinary action for extraordinary times. How drastic go on in control changes, invest in on the internet, and a reposition of brands, is at low manufacturing Richemont's look department fit for the next, analysts tell. This production has been via a length time of consolidating, says Ariel Adams, founding member of the powerful website. Companies include acquired brands as investment. But a lot of brands include not been permitted to evolve. Several brands include lose their path, he says, partially since of common control changes and partially since they requirement invest. He believes several brands win TB about in a pair of year, such as the overcrowded market. The watches Creature manufactured present are a lot less than breathtaking rather than 10-year back, he says. Consumer demand is nice. The issue put in the human beings who sell watches. Morgan Stanley says smartwatches will go on to get marketplace stake of mechanic and silica means as POM, Samsung, Fossil and other evolve their technique. How's hardly to wound specimen teams lot top-end brands such as Longlines, Breguet, Blancpain or Jacques Draws. Yet, in the POM look estimated at on 450 Switzerland francs, it's a risk to cheap-end means. Of a structure point of view, we include B step by step more than bear through the year on the effect smartwatches will include on the Switzerland look production, Morgan Stanley says. Ms. Lupo says the risk of the smartwatch coup is overplayed. Smartwatches are additional to mechanic watches, she argues. In our town you see human beings in one every of their wrists. It's hard to foresee lot millennials' departure to such lengths. But Ariel Adams says smartwatches are game an essential part in receive youthful human beings to believe and carry watches. Too many decades back, tiring a look was departure out of vogue. He sees smartwatches as a goal to opulence watches. Youthful human beings are profitable focus to watches, and how gives the production a capacity new general of consumer, he says. Which's more than, manufacturers are dabbling in comprising clever technology in watches how include the external exterior of Creature all mechanical. Several include experimented in screening on look straps. The year's SIHH has a screen region named the lab to demonstrate look technique and the use of robot 3D printers and synthetic intellect. Though the Switzerland look production trades off legacy and heritage, Ms. Lupo insists, we are a really contemporary technology production, in spite Creature a really hot penalty horology production. And if you wish examples, Vacheron Constantin created a look in 2826 components, Time Patek Philippe has one in 1728 components. And these must grade as technology artistic achievements in any year.